That was your intro.
Yeah, that was my intro.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody, want to make the bear.
Hey, everybody, I got a hairball in my mouth.
It's an interesting intro. Are you going to tell us what the name of the show is?
Yeah, I said it was respect the bear.
Oh, respect the pick.
Respect the pick.
We're back
I mean,
on the
it's
mic.
It's right down there.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
It's,
nope. Whoops. It's over there. There we go.
Like right here. Like right here.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch intro doesn't work that well for us because we're not.
Phil's right there.
Yeah,
Jaden's
Mark.
right there.
Mark, hey, what's up, buddy?
Okay, let's go. We're going to talk about what?
We're talking about the show that's taken the nation by light rain. Not taking
Light
the
rain, dude. It's everywhere. Everybody's
Disney Plus?
talking about it.
I didn't care enough to watch it.
Well, it's the show.
I mean,
Ahsoka.
listen, here's the problem. If you're going to be on the show, you got to put in the work.
Are you going to put in the work for my interests? No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. If we're going to talk about SpongeBob, I'm going to watch SpongeBob.
Listen,
we are
don't-
going to do a SpongeBob episode.
I have to watch. I don't think I've seen a full episode.
We're going to do a SpongeBob.
Don't tell me you don't enjoy watching SpongeBob, though.
No, I do. But we're going to do a SpongeBob episode. Okay, listen. We're doing Ahsoka. Okay? And here's my initial take on Ahsoka. On a scale of 1 to 10,
Well, hold on. Let me say real quick. As of this recording, we're 7 episodes in.
there's one left.
There's only one more left.
And I give it, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a... That's what I give it.
Could you pronounce that a little more clearly?
Listen. Couple things. First of all, why the frick are Jedis so boring?
Yeah,
Give
that
me
makes it tough.
An interesting Jedi.
That
okay?
was
the only interesting Jedi there is Anakin, and he becomes Darth Vader, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi's master, Qui-Gon Jinn, master. They're so boring, and Ahsoka is the most boring of all. Ahsoka has zero personality. Ask me how much personality, Jaden. You haven't watched it, but you
No,
can
I
ask the
haven't.
question: how much personality?
How much personality does Ahsoka have?
That's funny. You should ask. Ahsoka has zero personality.
I agree. It's kind of
Zero. Ahsoka is the star of the show, and she is lame. Whenever she's on the screen, I want to fall asleep. Sabine Wren, she's cool. She's a Mandalorian with Jedi power. Sabine Wren is cool.
And she has a little bit of personality.
Yes. But Ahsoka, my God.
I think that's another problem with the Star Wars prequels was the fact that there's so many Jedis and they're the heroes of the thing, but they have no personality because they're not allowed to.
Right.
They have to do this and they have to do that and they can't like this and they can't like that and they can't
Well,
love
what?
anybody and
Why did they write them that way?
Well,
that's
that's-
another.
I mean, yeah.
That's one of
that's
the
George Lucas.
That's one of the things I hate about Star Wars. Your main focus as a character group, you decided let's make them unable to love.
incredibly dull. Well, I think that's how he created a big conflict with Anakin.
Yeah, they kind of ran that in for Anakin, but I mean, that's my biggest thing when I'm watching the show is that Ahsoka is so incredibly boring. She's just it's
Right, but I think there's enough other characters that kind of pick
the
that
main
up.
yeah, but what's the name of the show?
It's Ahsoka, but you know what? That's a point I was going to make. The Disney shows don't tend to stick to who the show is about. Like Andor, it wasn't as much about Andor as it was the whole rebellion. And the Book of Boba Fett, there was like 2 or 3 episodes you didn't even see.
Well,
Boba
the Book
Fett.
of Boba Fett's not
It
going
was
anywhere.
all Luke and the Grogu training and all that shit.
The Book of Boba Fett was the only thing worse than Ahsoka that we've had.
Well, the Book of Boba Fett at least had Mando and then step in. I thought the ending stuff was good.
Listen,
That last fight with the Rancor, wasn't the Rancor in Boba Fett?
we're talking about Ahsoka,
Right.
and her personality comes across in her lightsabers. Okay,
Yeah, dull. Yeah.
how do you have a white? Who not only
about
white,
that?
one white lightsaber,
have a
but
problem
2
with white.
lightsabers? Well, you don't care because you can't see colors. Okay, but you're gonna have these cool lightsabers,
Yeah,
right?
do
And
you-
they make them white.
Do you see brown lightsabers? Is that what they
They
look
make
like?
lightsabers white.
Although I don't think there are any red lightsabers. They look pretty orange to me.
The red,
Oh, they look orange even in this show. And
Yeah,
this show,
the bad
Balin or
guys.
whatever, and Sin or whatever.
the
their
2
shit,
bad guys. They
Their
look-
lightsabers look orange. Are they orange or are they red? Come on.
Well, Darth Vader's looks pretty red.
Darth
I mean,
Vader's
orange.
is red.
Orange.
No,
orange,
no,
orange, orange.
no.
He's-
Darth Vader's
'cause
is red as hell.
Because
Yeah.
in case you didn't know, viewer, listener, Jaden is green, red, colorblind.
Red, green,
Red,
colorblind.
green. Well, okay, I'm sorry.
There is a difference. There is a difference. It depends on which cone is on top.
Okay, but anyways, those lightsabers look orange, except for Ahsoka's, which looks white. How can you ruin lightsabers? They did it. They did it. They ruined the lightsabers.
Lightsabers
They,
weren't cool to begin with.
they ruined
You're
both.
the only person who thinks so.
Who wants a big glow stick?
It's a glow stick that can cut through anything. Me, please.
I'd rather have why can't it be shaped like a sword? Why does it have to
It
be
is shaped like a sword.
No, it's not. It's shaped like a freaking stick. It's shaped like a rod. It's not shaped like a sword.
Well, they
All right,
tried to
you're
do
yelling
that.
here.
They tried to do that with the black saber,
And it
and I
looks
think
terrible.
the black saber looks ridiculous.
Well, that's because
Looks
it's
cool.
black. I hate the black saber because it's black.
I hate it because it's thin
And
and
shaped
it's
like
got
a
the
rose, yeah.
it's got
You-
the little.
It's got like a blade on it.
Yeah.
You guys are going to make fun of me, and I don't care. I don't care. There's a show on Cartoon Network when I was a kid called Lego Ninjago, and they made lightsabers that had like blades, and it looked like blades, and it looked awesome.
But the blade
I'd have
doesn't
to see
need
him.
to be a blade. It cuts.
I understand it doesn't
cuts
need
with the heat. It
I
doesn't
understand. I understand it doesn't need to be a blade, but it looks dumb.
What about Kylo Ren's? Because his
That
like
looks
has
much
a little
better.
bit more fire.
It looks much better.
Okay. I don't think it necessarily needs the things sticking out. You know
His
those
is-
things.
well,
on the handle?
you would need it. I mean, if you, the reason why they had hilts in in Star Wars and lightsabers don't do it, but swords would slide down each other,
Right.
and you'd end up getting your hand cut off.
Right, that makes
when
sense.
you're trying to fight.
Well, that makes sense.
but sword fights didn't really. If you look it up, sword fights usually last like 3 or 4 swings and it was over.
Right, and
They weren't like these big long,
Right. If you watch a sword fight in the movie, it looks like they're trying to hit each other's swords as opposed to trying to hit each
like,
other.
oh, I am also left-handed. That
Yeah,
kind of
Princess
shit doesn't
Bride.
happen, right?
Right.
That kind of shit doesn't happen.
that fight went on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then they switched hands.
My question about Ahsoka, about her, I want to know: does Michael Boogaloo Shrimp know that she stole his pants? That's my
Did he?
question.
Turbo?
Have you seen her? Their pants are so big, and then
More
they,
like
they get real, tight.
looks
at the
looks
bottom.
more like MC Hammer.
She's wearing turbo and ozone
parachute pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After she cut someone in half, I'm ready for her to spin on her back.
Oh, that's way beyond her
Do that-
personality.
and do that spinning.
She
taper
won't do
move.
that. She'll close her eyes and kneel. That's. I mean, that's how fun she is. I would love it if she did that. If she danced.
Yeah, I agree. But as far as the rest of the show, I like it. I'm
What else
enjoying
did you like
watching.
about it? The fact that they're looking for maps again. Maps.
Yeah,
maps. A map to Skywalker. A map to Thrawn. A map to him. A map to them. Force users here. Force users there. Force users everywhere. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Anakin and Palpatine are supposed to get rid of them all, and they have them under their noses.
And they say it so much. Obi-Wan says it at one point. Now the Jedi are all but extinct.
Right.
And
Except for Ahsoka.
Tarkin said
And
it.
Cal Kestis.
And Ezra.
And yeah. And Ezra.
And who
and
was-
Shin. And,
Who was
and-
Freddie Prinze Jr. in Rebels?
I don't know.
He's the guy who trained Ezra, right?
I don't know.
He's
I don't
supposed to
watch
be
that
all
dumb
but
show.
extinct, but now I watched a couple episodes of
Yeah,
it. I don't
but
remember
Rebels.
much about
Yeah,
it.
but yeah.
Rebels
I guess
is pretty good.
Darth Vader. Yeah, Luke was supposed to be the last hope. I mean, maybe because he was a Skywalker, he was the only one who could be. But they, a lot of Star Wars canon, a lot of the side stories have been about Palpatine and Vader hunting down anybody who's Force sensitive, and they're letting these guys train and grow right under their noses.
Right.
The sisters, the Night Sisters, or whatever they're called, and now this.
Aren't they a part of their group though?
Yeah, but I don't know that they would do that.
Right, they're the
It's all this
Inquisitors.
retconning that they did, right? All this retconning that they did, so Inquisitors, so that they can have lightsabers, because lightsabers are cool, despite what Jaden thinks. And why not just let us just give some stories past all this?
Well, they're getting into that with Rey. She's either getting a movie or a series that's supposed to take place after Rise of Skywalker. They've announced it. Daisy Ridley's in.
I don't want Rey. I want a completely new story.
I like Rey enough where they can take it.
Yeah, what's
past.
wrong with Rey?
I think Rey was one of the main reasons I like Force Awakens. I think she's a very likable character. She's a very likable actress. She just has a glow about her. Her smile.
But
she's just fun.
But she has that link to the Skywalker trilogy. Trilogy, Nineage, whatever that's
But
called.
Luke's dead, Leia's
Saga.
dead. They're all gone.
Find out what a 9 saga is.
It's called just
The
call it.
trilogy
It's just
of
called the
trilogies?
saga.
The trilogies of trilogies.
The trilogy.
Yeah, the trilogy of trilogies.
I liked everything about Ahsoka. I didn't have a single complaint for the most part until I saw the damn whales.
So you didn't.
You're telling me that there's a living creature that can open its freaking fins and make it go to light speed?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Are you kidding me?
That was pretty bad.
I mean, it's bad.
I mean,
enough
it's a little
that-
Doctor Who-ish.
Right. It's bad. It's like little kids. Let's pretend that there's like whales and they can go light speed and we can talk to them and they can eat us and take us to where.
I feel like the whole can we have laser swords?
Listen,
Can I have a sword that's made of a freaking laser?
From all along spaceship star travel and stuff is they have that analogy to ships going through the sea, right? Like
Yeah, in the ocean.
like the big ships have the captains the same way. They call them
Right.
admirals
Right,
and
right.
those kind of things. So star travel, space travel is often very analogous.
Right, and it takes a long time, so the big ships have to have like bedrooms and living rooms and
Right.
bathrooms.
So it's
and all that stuff.
analogous to a lot of that. So that's probably where the whales came from. I agree with you. It's stupid.
But the fact that it can jump to light speed, come on!
I mean, that's bad. That's bad, but it's
Is
not.
that-
It doesn't ruin the show as much as Ahsoka being boring, because that's
See-
in your face every minute.
But again, just because the name of the show is Ahsoka and she's boring doesn't mean there's not enough going around where that can pick
The
it up
show is
and
way
you can
better when
overlook
she's
it.
not on screen.
Well, I tend to agree, but I mean, her fighting scenes are cool. I've enjoyed all of her lightsaber fights.
Okay, but how can you in good conscience say a show where the main character is the worst part of the show is a good show?
I don't think she is the worst part of the show.
Yeah.
True,
What's worse?
the whales.
But that's only one episode for like 2 episodes. But
But yeah, I mean, she is dull.
so they could have come up with a different way that they found Thrawn. And first of all, who's Thrawn telling these Night Sisters what to do?
The
right,
Night
the Night-
Sisters are like witches, right?
See,
now I think that's a good
Dathomir.
idea.
From
Why does it
Dathomir.
always have to be some kind of anti-Jedi or like
Those
reverse Jedi?
they use the Force, but if you play the Star Wars those Cal Kestis games, you go to Dathomir and there's Night Sisters on Dathomir, and they use the Force in different ways, or it's assumed it's the Force.
Yeah, I think that's a cool idea to have some kind of villain that's not freaking.
It's like a different
Sith.
It's like
or-
a different religion.
right.
It's like a different religion that worships the Force, but they don't call it the Force, or they don't use it the same way. You know what I mean?
Right, have different kind of powers that
Right.
aren't necessarily the same as a Jedi, but can compete with Jedi.
Right.
I think that makes it unique, and that makes it cool.
But Thrawn, get out of here! What? Listen, and the people who watch Rebels and Clone Wars or whatever, they're going to be like, "Oh, we know about Thrawn." Motherfuckers, we've been knowing about Thrawn
right
since
1992,
Timothy Zahn
right?
made the Heir to the Empire
Yep.
books.
Yep.
So don't try to tell me act like you know about
And
Timothy Zahn or Grand Admiral Thrawn because of that.
He had the same thing as Rise of Skywalker, right? Wasn't there like this big mystery fleet that was missing?
Yeah.
That was going to take over because they didn't want to do another Death Star.
Right.
So they had to have this big, powerful fleet that was going to, help them win a new war.
Yeah, that was Jarwith Cabaoth.
Was it Cabaoth?
Cabaoth or Sabaoth, I don't know.
Remember, we wrote one. We wrote a sequel.
CBAOTH.
You guys wrote fan fiction?
I wrote a
Yeah.
really good fan.
You guys wrote.
You should have seen mine. Mine was amazing.
We wrote one together. Do you remember?
I'm not talking about yours. I don't remember yours, but
We wrote a sequel to Heir to the Empire.
I wrote one that was after Return of the Jedi. That was Luke actually getting Darth Vader off the Death Star and faking his death because he knew that people wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to
no one
forgive
would
him.
be able to accept him.
So Luke faked his death and hit him.
That's
that
why.
was like-
So did you? But so in your fan fiction, you just ignored the last scene where he's as a ghost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Proceed.
But so here's another thing about it's not just Star Wars, but it's all fiction, all sci-fi. I hate it when they try to sound like technical and using all these letters and numbers and stuff. Like oh, it's Star Cruiser 785747. Like just a bunch of numbers doesn't sound cool. It sounds stupid.
I agree. I was hated episode 3 when he goes R2 open up elevator 224 or 2246 or something. It's like
Yeah.
really. I haven't seen one elevator that's numbered.
I hate it when
General
he-
Grievous's ship, but
And the first one, when he goes, his number is R2D2, like trying to say it different than R2D2. Just 78545444575.
What is D? What is the D?
You know, like the robot's name is Chompers or whatever. Or
Chompers.
Chomps or something.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Agreed. Finally, make a robot that has a name instead of just a number.
I was being-
BD8, BD7, C3PO, R2D2, Chomps, Chompers, or whatever.
I
his name
was
is.
being
That's
ridiculously
cool.
sarcastic.
It's better than just another freaking
Well,
bunch of letters put together.
Tenet. What's Tenet's first name? I forgot.
David.
David Tennant. His robot has
Yeah,
a name.
Huang.
Yeah, it sounds like Asian or something.
Yeah, he sounds like he's from Japan or something.
But yeah, the garbage chute was 3263827.
Why?
That was
Yeah, but we just got used to that. So
that
we-
was Mark Hamill's phone number.
It didn't bother us that much because we were kids.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah. My other problem with Star Wars now is it feels like they've run out of cool ships. Now they just make blocks.
I
They
like the
just make-
ships too. I like Ahsoka ship. There's one. Doesn't it like spin or something? Pretty cool.
I mean, that's the one.
I like Mando's
The
ship
Calcus-
before it got blown up.
Hell.
I thought Mando's ship was fine.
And now a lot of them are just like squares, like blocks with a fin on top, and then they just fly. Like they.
I think they should make spaceships like shaped like things. You know what I mean? Like
Like a fish or something.
yeah, like if they had a spaceship like shaped like a tiger, that would be sick.
make the ships.
Is that
like,
Voltron? I think that's Voltron.
you know,
Yeah.
they try so hard to make them different. Like in Avengers, they have the freaking donuts and. Go back to making them look aerodynamic. You know, make them look like.
What do they need to
Well,
be
I don't-
aerodynamic for in space?
I don't
No,
like how they
you're
look
right.
in the prequels. I don't like the
You're right.
shiny, clean look. I like more like the Millennium Falcon or like the Slave One.
I also-
they have like they look like they're kind of pieced together more. Than,
I also think ships should be. They should have like ships that can go interplanetary and ships that stay within an atmosphere. I don't like it when they make them be both.
well, isn't that what like speeders are?
Yeah,
Well,
And,
yeah, but
pods.
well, that's what I thought was the X-wings. You thought X-wings couldn't be interplanetary, but then in,
Right. They go.
in Force Awakens, they're in there. They go there and fight. So yeah, I don't love Ahsoka. I'm sorry. You know, a lot of people. Well, people say, "Oh, I'm not a Star Wars, fanatic." I'm not. I guess. Like, okay. And people, we love the cartoons. Fine if you love the cartoons. It doesn't make the show better. Maybe Ahsoka was better when she was a kid. It was more interesting, right?
Yeah,
And
she
then-
seemed to have lost a little personality, which is a shame too, because I love Rosario Dawson.
And then
She's
listen.
amazing.
Anakin, she's like, well, is that what happened when you were Darth Vader? He's like, oh, you're gonna hold that against me now? Like, what?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, we're gonna hold it against you. Yeah, buddy. Is that what this is about?
You killed a room full of younglings, you prick. Yes, we're gonna hold
Just
that
say
against
children.
you.
You can say children. You can say children. You're not being paid by the writers.
Yeah,
Sure,
Just say kids.
Yeah, I mean, come on, get the hell out of here.
Younglings is.
And then he's like giving her like all these videos of his training, and he's like all calm and peaceful. When was Anakin like that? When was Anakin like that? Where do we get this calm, mature Anakin? Right? We got Clone Wars, and he's like, her presence makes me so. What does he say? He makes me nervous.
Don't go. Your presence is soothing.
He's like, no, I don't even mean that. But he's so childish with Obi-Wan,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then he's just angry, and then he becomes Darth Vader. When is he this Anakin in the Clone Wars and Ahsoka?
Yeah, in the Clone Wars.
I mean, I guess it just happens between 2 and 3.
Because Clone Wars was canon. Clone Wars was Lucas.
I know 2 and
Those
3,
shows.
right? It's between 2 and 3.
Right. Yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure the comics were also George Lucas. And they were retconned.
Well, I think other people did them, but they were George Lucas approved.
But the Timothy Zahn stuff was not canon.
I
but
think
they
pretty
put,
much anything
they
that
put-
was released.
They put Thrawn into the Clone Wars,
Right.
so they took that character out and put. him
Well,
into the
actually,
Clone
I don't think Thrawn was in the Clone Wars. I think he was in Rebels.
Wars. Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I've only seen a couple episodes of Clone Wars.
The little turtle guys are okay.
I like the turtle
yeah,
guys.
I don't mind the turtle
I thought they
guys.
were fun.
I didn't mind them. But.
I thought the turtle guys were a lot.
So I
of
guess
fun.
that's wrapping this up for Ahsoka. You got
I like the main bad guy. I don't necessarily like the blonde girl.
the beard guy. He's boring.
He died.
He's
He
another
passed away.
Boring.
Did you know that?
Just because you look like him. If you had a beard, dude, you'd look like that dude.
But that guy's dead. Did you know that?
Yeah,
that
I did
actor.
know that.
He died a couple months ago. So that's rough.
Before it even came out, before the first episode even launched.
Right. So that's going to be interesting if they're going to have to recast him or what.
Who cares?
I'm sure there's going to be a season
He's
2.
boring too.
I don't think he's that boring. I almost think he's playing. I think he's playing double sides. I think he's like a spy. I think he's like really a good guy. And
He's like, I'm a bad guy.
I think that's why he let Sabine live.
And the girl's like, I'm a bad guy. And Ahsoka's like, I'm a good guy.
But I don't think this actor is very intimidating as Thrawn. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember Thrawn in those books, but
Remember he had the Issa Lamiri? There were like these little. There's these little like lizards that
Didn't
like
they suck
they're
away the
force
force or
repellers?
something?
Yeah, yeah. They were like forced bubbles.
I forgot about him, but I remember now.
Yep.
So I like it enough. I'm excited for a season 2. I'm excited for the finale. We haven't seen the finale.
We haven't talked about much of it. We didn't even talk about Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan, Mick, you saw some of that, right?
I did see some of that.
The scene in Obi-Wan where he breaks Darth Vader's mask. That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
That
I
was
agree.
very well done. That's one of the best Star Wars scenes ever for me.
Yeah, it was a good fight scene, you know. And, and that's one thing I'm looking for is I want to see more of Jedi in their prime, which is what I'm hoping we'll get.
But to hear his voice, hear him talk with that whiny, and then also Darth Vader
on top of it,
and
that
seeing
is really
his face, and it always takes me a second to realize where they line up. Right, like I always think their face should be up higher when Vader's mask's open, like when it breaks in Empire Strikes Back and Luke's there and his face is way down here. But
right.
then you realize that's where his mouth is.
Yeah.
So,
but why are his eyes all the way up there then?
it's just that his head is so big.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he sees out of a different part.
It's just because his head is so high.
Why would he have the eyes there?
His head just
like
goes so
mascot
high.
suits.
His head just goes up so high. Yeah. He's got like a head.
There's like a little thing right here, but his face is really up.
And if he runs too fast, his head goes. Like Darth Vader bobblehead.
Yeah. Little known fact. There was one scene that got cut from Star Wars where a giant mascot fish came out and ate Darth Vader. And they spit out Anakin.
Those Zooms. What are they called?
Whatever.
Zoo stars.
They go to lots of different places.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
But one thing I wanted to bring up real quick, you mentioned Darth Vader getting his mask cut in half. It seems he's supposed to be like this badass Jedi, but there's
Obi-Wan
all
has his
over
number.
the place where he gets is Obi-Wan the Edgar Martinez to Darth Vader's
Obi-Wan has his
to
number,
Mo
man.
Rivera.
Kicks his ass twice.
But what about like the Force Awakens? Doesn't that clone eventually kick the shit out of Darth Vader at one point? And then Ahsoka cuts his mask at one point in Rebels.
Awakens? What clone?
Not Force Awakens, Force Unleashed.
Oh, the video
game. You beat his ass in that, you know, and he's
Pretty sure Force Unleashed isn't canon though.
Not
It
anymore.
was.
It
It
was, but
was.
it's not. No, when Disney bought it, they wiped out all that.
right, but when Lucas did it, he considered it canon.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with Rebels, like I said.
But Darth Vader got his ass kicked, but he survived. He's a survivor.
True.
You know.
But I mean, he's supposed to be this big, powerful badass.
At first,
Who said
I was afraid. I was petrified.
I think Darth Vader would make a good beatboxer.
Yeah.
Damn it! There was something else I was gonna say.
Was it gonna be my name is Darth Vader and I'm here to say I like to use the Force in a major way? Was that it? Is that what you were gonna say?
No, not quite.
That's not the beatboxing. That's the rapping, though.
No, yeah. Oh, the Emperor's got to do the rap
Right.
part.
I'm Palpatine.
My name is Palpatine, and I'm here to say I like to shoot lightning in a major way.
Why do you got like a Spanish accent?
I don't know.
Palpatine. Lord Vader. So yeah, I think that The Mandalorian is the best show by far. Andor's good. People like Andor. Andor gets a little boring sometimes.
I like Ahsoka the best.
You like Ahsoka better than the Mandalorian?
Yep.
I like Obi-Wan better too. Or Kenobi or whatever it's called.
Obi-Wan.
Because of those Darth Vader scenes.
Obi-Wan
when Darth
just
Vader
had
burns
one
him.
Good episode, if I remember.
When Darth
correctly.
Vader burns Obi-Wan, that's good though. The little girl that plays Leia, she's awesome.
I have to
love
go
that.
back and I've only watched it the once through. I got to rewatch Obi-Wan.
Now they're talking about making a remake of Rebels or
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear
The
that.
live action Rebels.
But they're doing another game. I heard that. Your game that you
Oh,
played.
yeah.
They're doing a third.
That's fun. Listen,
Ahsoka, more like Anoka.
more like
Boom.
a joker.
A joke. I like it. And I think everyone else agrees that it's the best Star Wars series.
Not even close. People think Andor is the best.
Who do you think you are?
Andor's just it took so long to get anywhere near
It got a little
entertaining.
boring. It got a little boring.
The first like 4
There's
episodes.
not much action in it at all. Right? It kind of remind me of Star Wars meets Squid Games, or I don't know. Have you seen Squid Games?
I have. I think it's good. I
Yeah.
think my wife would love Squid Games.
Did you watch it? You
It
should
was
watch it.
surprisingly emotional at times.
Yeah, I liked it.
There's some really, really deep choices he had to
Okay,
make.
so I know it's a Korean show. Is it in English or is it dubbed?
They have English. You
Right.
can listen with
Oh,
English
I don't care.
actors, and
Oh,
it
I
sounds
don't-
fine.
I don't care about that. I'm fine.
I mean,
with
you got to
dubs.
get past the lip syncing.
Right. Sometimes, look at our video. Our lips even right.
Well, don't
Look at
call-
our lips,
Don't call
everyone.
attention to it.
If you watch the movie though, it's so fun because
Show.
you watch the show and you get used to the voice, the English voice, and then it's weird. You turn the English version off and listen to the Korean one, and you hear their real voices. It's like, oh, that's how he really sounds. It's
Yeah,
pretty
well,
funny.
back when I used to watch anime, that happened a lot. I watched the English dub of Naruto, and then they hadn't finished dubbing it, so I watched the subtitle version, and it was weird.
All right, everybody. Ahsoka ended on Jaden saying Ahsoka. How about Anoka? How about a Pka?
It's 2 against 1. It's 2
Doka.
against 1. I like it.
He hasn't even watched
haven't
it.
even
My
watched
wife
it.
just walked in the room. Ahsoka.
Would you like to come on camera?
No, I'm good. I like
Do you,
Ahsoka.
do you want me to bring?
See,
I can bring
Ahsoka's
you. The,
fun.
Hold on.
But
AJ,
she's with me on the whales, though. The whales.
Listen,
are
you
terrible.
can't say the word Ahsoka's fun.
do you?
That can't be
do
a
you
sentence.
Want to,
Because
Because
The show.
do you want the mic?
No, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ahsoka, the show, is fun. In case you couldn't hear my wife, she is in on Ahsoka. Is it the best Star Wars TV show? Or
No.
You like The Mandalorian?
It's not as good as The Mandalorian. Come on.
Not as good as Obi-Wan? I think it's the best show. Again, I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. People like Mandalorian so much for the same reason they like Stranger Things and the same reason they love Harry Potter. You get cute little kid actors, and you fall in love with the kids. You
Not
don't give
me.
a shit about the story.
I don't care
That's
about
why
Grogu.
people love Stranger Things. The adult actors are trash. The story is trash, but people love the little kid. Oh, they got the little chubby kid, and he's so funny. He's missing teeth, and he's so funny. He's so cute. So they fall in love with those
Whatever
things.
what else is the reason?
In the
You got
Mandalorian,
whatever reason
fall
you
in love
like.
with the kid. The story is trash.
Yeah, and from what I'm hearing, from multiple fronts, is that the Ahsoka story is beyond trash.
It's a little bit rehash. I get it. The Force Awakens with the map. I was a little disappointed that they're looking for some stupid map. I get
Hold
that.
on.
But at the same time, there were some fun spaceship fights. There was definitely some fun lightsaber fights, some creative use of the lightsabers and the fighting.
But that doesn't.
Hold
You're
on.
talking about how bad a
Hold on.
story is.
Hold on. I'd like to point out some flaws in your argument. Here.
Okay, I'm ready.
I got to look this way. I got to look this way. Just
Oh.
I'm pointing right at you. Okay?
Am I supposed to be over Respect the Pick, or am I supposed to be over Mark?
No,
You're
it
on the
doesn't matter.
wrong side this time.
Yeah, damn it! I thought I had it right.
You said that
'Cause now I'm looking over here.
Look the other way.
you said that the Mandalorian has a boring story that's propped up by kids, and you just said that Ahsoka has a boring story propped up by nothing.
Lightsaber fights.
The action is fun, yeah. Okay, you're right. So the story, and don't look at me like that, you son of a bitch.
Look at me in the eye when you're talking to me. All right?
They're facing away from each other.
Complete
guys.
opposite direction.
Jaden, put your hand up near Phil.
What? Like that? It's like Kid Icarus, where you can go through one side and then come out the
This
other.
is what people think happens when you get to the edge. This is what flat earthers think. Look, do it. That's what flat earthers think happens.
You look me in the eye, damn it.
You wipe that smug look off your face, you son of a bitch. I gotta remember, I gotta put myself over here. Hold on, we can do it right now.
Mark looks
Ready?
It's too late now, man.
Well, this is fun. Here we go.
Oh, look at we're moving.
We can cut this into a.
There we go. Hey. Oh, so that's not such a bad look after all. Okay.
Yeah, Tandy, I'm dark because I don't have as much light.
Well, no, your shirt is also blue.
Yeah, I like it. I'm good with it. Yeah. I every time I watch the episodes, I think, wow, I look much better than them.
I feel like
Every
I
time
feel
I-
like
You
we
can
could.
think that all you want.
I,
Buddy.
f- I feel
Okay,
like,
Bob Lorenz.
I feel like we could cut this into two things. We could cut it into the Ahsoka short and then a behind the scenes.
This was fun. This was very fun. So listen, for full episodes of Respect the Pick, watch us on YouTube.
Listen, just
You can-
watch. Listen, if you watch us, you're not going to want to stop. Like, I've seen them before, and it's me talking, and I still like to listen to it.
I've been listening to us a lot, putting clips together.
You
Yeah.
you
listening
also
to old clips, and it's been fun.
your own voice also soothes you. I think.
I think that's the case in a lot of people.
No. Oh, a lot of people in this family.
This family.
Wait. Hold on.
Even the people who married into
Hold
this
on.
family.
Hold on a minute. Okay, listen. You need somebody to push it along, right? And that's me. That's me.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's just okay to eat in silence, though, too.
but that's not why anybody's putting us on. If they want to eat in silence,
No, I
let's
get that,
let's listen to a
But if he's
podcast.
talking about eating dinner, or you're saying
Oh.
someone needs to push us on in the show.
No, he's talking about right now
Oh,
in the
okay,
show.
You're talking about the show. We talked enough in the show,
I'm
Jaden
not
and I.
talking about dinner. What are you fucking talking about? Jaden said my own voice soothes me. Listen, when you first hear yourself, it drives you nuts, right? I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Right.
I'm used to how I sound.
Right.
Because of listening to the show and
Right.
stuff.
I'm still not.
I'm
still not.
You know what? Next episode, you guys do without me. See how it goes.
You okay?
See how
do
it
you want to
goes.
do a? We could do a Tears of the Kingdom episode.
We
of that.
could do it. I bet
I'll-
people would watch it. We could focus it on towards Zelda viewers, and I bet people would
Bro,
watch it.
we should do a.
It's
let's-
unbelievable the stuff that people have.
Let's
posted
do
on
a.
Zelda.
Let's do a
live stream?
A Link to the Past live stream.
A Link to the Past live stream.
Yeah.
The old school 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
I think
You
now,
guys can do it. I'm not doing
Tears of the
that.
Kingdom is past.
We could probably do that remote. That could be our remote test.
Yeah,
So we should do a
I wanna do-
baseball one.
baseball Ricky Davis, and we could do
They're not going to give a shit about Ricky
Dusty
Davis.
Diamonds.
Dusty Diamonds. I tried Dusty Diamonds on my own, and no one watched it. I only had 37 views.
But we have 60 followers.
He has 61.
I have 61.
Oh wow.
So suck it, nerds.
Yeah, but you've been around a lot longer. I can't believe we have 60 followers.
It's been so fun.
It's
I
called
hope people
subscribers
watch.
on YouTube.
Subs. Yeah, subs. They say subs. Yeah, I got subs. Yeah,
Well, listen,
subs
we're-
are calling
we're
in.
Closing in on $100.
we're entertaining enough for people if they're bored.
We just have to find a way to get out there. So listen, here's what you got to do. Find us on YouTube, Respect the Pick on YouTube. Find us on TikTok, Respect the Pick. We're even on Instagram / Facebook, right? Respect the Pick.
And if you want us to talk about something, just want to hear us be stupid, tell us. We like to talk.
comment, comment on our videos, comment on our
If you're
Facebook
one of these
posts.
if you're one of these people who are friends with us and you watch us, let us know. Like us, subscribe, comment, tell us.
Yes.
I get people telling me, "Oh, I watched your show. You guys are good," and then nobody does anything about it.
You've said it before. You hate begging for likes and subscribes and comments, but it's so important. It really is. So please.
Well, we need to get Mick
Hold on.
Mick's people to watch.
Make me big.
make you big.
Make me the full screen. Hey everyone, it's me. It's Jaden from Respect the Pick. Listen, I think we could be doing so much better than we're doing. Listen, get us to 100 followers. I'll eat an entire raw onion as fast as I can, and you can hold me to that. 100. Just get us to 100. That's 40 more. You can do that. We can do that. An onion and a whole onion, an entire fully
this
raw
for
onion. Fully raw. Fine. What do you want me to do? Cat food? A whole can of cat food?
No.
I'll do it.
Okay, let's go. We got to go. They're going to be ready for
Like,
us.
comment, and subscribe.
We're going
God
to
damn it.
Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory, do you want to be our sponsor?
All right. Respect the Pick. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook.
Children